Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena and another Florida Everblades pregame show, Kelly Cup Finals Edition, our last one of the season edition, which is crazy to say. Jake, the Blades managed to even up the series last night, and they took to heart one of your three keys, which was to score first. So let's get into that to begin this show. So what led up to that first goal?
Well, first period up to that point was pretty even between the two teams, and Florida gets an opportunity on the power play, which hasn't been great for Florida throughout the last few series.
Yep.
Just one goal combined going into last night's game between the Wheeling series and KC series, but they come through with a big one. Reed Duke, great snipe, using the defenseman from Kansas City as a screen to take away Dylan Wells' eyes, and Florida getting the lead in the late stages of the first period. Crowd gets rocking, and from there, Florida was moving pretty good.
The crowd was rocking. Something I talked to Cole Moberg about in the first intermission interview was the physicality, something that we didn't really see much of on Wednesday. A lot of discipline on Wednesday. We saw it in the first period last night. Walk me through the narrative there and what you feel like that kind of did for the rest of the game.
Well, I don't know if there's so much a narrative. It's just these teams don't like each other. It's that simple, right? We're through 4 games in this series. Things get testy when you play, especially with how much is at stake in this series, right? With how Florida's managed to rally back, there's a lot of emotions in it. Blades did a great job, though, of staying disciplined. Did not take a single penalty, no power plays for Kansas City in that game last night. And that's obviously huge for Florida with how good KC's power play has been throughout the playoffs, with how much, even if you don't score on a power play, you can use it to sway momentum in your favor for Florida to stay out of the box entirely in that game yesterday, apart from a little coincidental roughing minor stuff, but you're fine with that.
Sure.
Not giving Kansas City any man advantage opportunity was big for the win yesterday.
Huge. Okay, so first period's over, 1-0 Blades lead. Not even a full minute into the second period, the Mavericks are able to equalize. That's okay. Sam Stang gets the lead again, and then the Mavericks get everything tied up before the end of the second period. That one was a weird one, though. Florida was coming off of the power play, and then right away they scored. What happened on that goal?
Well, on that goal, Landon McCallum, as you often do in the second period when it's a long change frame, he stays in the play. Blades cough up the puck inside the attacking zone, and no one picks up. And McCallum, he recognizes the turnover, starts immediately hustling up the ice to give his team an option for a spring pass. It works. Partial break on the right side, and that just a great shot, honestly. Like, Johnson did everything he could on that one. That's just the shooter showing off his skills. And Kansas City doesn't need a lot. A little bit of space, one simple error, and they can put the puck in your back of your net. So perfection obviously is very tough to achieve, but that's what you have to strive for if you're Florida, because those little mistakes can burn you. And a couple times nearly did.
Well, so the third period is empty for both teams, and then we go to overtime again. So overtime happens. We're a few minutes in, good few minutes. I know we talked to Hudson Elenick. He got the game winner, technically, last to touch the puck. I wanted to talk more about Jordan Sandbrook's role in that game-winning goal. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think the pass was actually intended for him originally, though. Lansdale, it looked like he was looking into the slot for Stang. It goes through him. He's checked, can't take control of it. But Sandbrook creeps in a little bit from the line so he can grab the puck. And then Elenick, great job getting body positioning inside his guy at the net front so that he can present his stick on the ice in behind Wells. Sandbrook perfectly plays pass right off the stick, and just like that, it's over.
Good old Sandbrook. He's always been so reliable for us. So, Jake, to play reporter for you a little bit, I didn't tell you this, but I was back here by the locker rooms after the game. It wasn't great if you were on the visiting side. There were a lot of words.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know, that's really weird to hear. But yeah, it wasn't necessarily at each other. It was just kind of out into the universe how they were feeling, out to whoever could hear them that was around what they were feeling. And that kind of secured to me that Kansas City is going to be angry tonight.
Yeah, very quick turnaround, right? I'm interested to see what kind of factor that extra 10 minutes of very intense hockey plays in this game, right? No matter how much guys are amped up. This is the third game in 4 days, and you've basically had an extra period of hockey in there as well. So really, which team is able to keep their legs under them as best they can. We now know there's going to be a Game 6 Monday in Kansas City. That's a very quick turnaround. Both these teams have got to fly out tomorrow and then play on Monday in Kansas City, right? So very much this is going to be a test of attrition now in this tied series. Mavericks know they let a chance to win the Kelly Cup this week on the road, get away. And it's not even like they're up 3-1 with a chance to win tonight. Now they've got to try and win so they don't have to take 2 games on home ice. But that's going to be their calling card right now. They say, we're going back home. If we go back home with a lead where we've been so strong throughout the playoffs in Cable Dahmer Arena, and all we need is one win, then we've got this, because we saw the way they played on their home ice. They played great.
Yeah.
Florida knows that in order for them to have the best chance to win, unfortunately, we can't win it here at Hertz Arena this year, but if we win one more game here tonight, then we go on to the road and we set up a great opportunity. You just need one. You just need one good game.
Yes. Tonight's huge. Tonight is huge. Yeah. Okay, and Jake, not that I don't love overtime as much as the next guy.
But it's stressful.
It's stressful. And I wanted to talk to you, not as part of your 3 keys. We'll get into that later. What would it take in a perfect world for the Blades to go up a good few in this one tonight?
Yeah, that's been in both these games.
Yeah.
Kansas City couldn't get a multi-goal lead in Game 3. We couldn't get one last night in Game 4.
Yeah.
So it's really just bearing down on your chances. They were there for Florida. Sam Stang in particular probably could have had like 4 goals in the second period alone. He was great. Just so many times where puck got overskated. It's on the wrong side of a guy. Sometimes, yes, those bounces just aren't going to go your way, right? Hockey's got a little bit of random chance in it with the puck on the ice. But just bearing down, driving towards the net has worked wonders for Florida. We saw it in both overtime winners. Both scored right at the top of the crease. So make sure you're there for chances like the ones Needham and Elenick got to win these games for Florida. You've got to make sure that you're staying disciplined again like Florida did, so that you're not giving Kansas City opportunities to get the game tied up, which they did twice last night. And then finally, any chance you get off the rush with speed, getting in with odd man numbers isn't something Florida actually had a ton of in yesterday's game. A couple close chances early in overtime. Romano, he had the puck in his skates. Yeah. And if he had to do his stick, he's in on a breakaway.
Right.
So just having those chances go your way, getting that puck up in front of you and moving up with support if you can would be big for Florida to find a multi-goal lead.
It felt like everyone was so jittery, too, especially in that first period. It felt like there were chances and then they were just too energized, too shaky, couldn't get it under control. That's hard to control as well.
Well, and it's going to be there again tonight.
Yeah, which is great because, again, the home crowd, you are here and you are nice and loud and we love having you here. Jake, I feel like you already gave us some of the keys to the game. Maybe we can do a reiteration.
Yes.
The direct marketing 3 keys to the game. Jake's going to go over them one more time for us.
Well, big one in the defensive zone, puck control. Pucks have to get out. Pucks have to not be turned over. Turnovers, obviously, this Kansas City team, they're quick enough that they can hurt you if you turn it over anywhere, but particularly inside your own zone, the Mavericks can quickly turn and shoot. A number of times in the games they've won, in the 2 here that they've lost, they've found success when Florida has made a mistake. On the other side of it, when Kansas City makes mistakes, Florida's got to be ready to pounce right away, because not only is Kansas City quick to pounce on Florida's mistakes, they're quick to recover from their own. There's not a lot of time when Kansas City's guys cough up the puck before they readjust and are able to take chances away. A number of times, Blades guys just weren't quite quick to hop on a loose puck and set it up for an opportunity. Gave Kansas City just that split second. They don't need a lot to get it away towards the other side of the ice and push for offense to take away offensive chances for Florida. And then finally, it's been huge for Florida. Getting to the net front is where they're getting their goals right now. You've got to keep that going tonight.
Oh, Jake, this is the last home game of the season.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we started back mid-October, right? The preseason games, I guess, in October 9th.
It feels like it maybe, a couple months ago. No, it was, oh my gosh. Anyway, crazy. Love doing the show with you. I love that we have another great season.
It's been excellent.
Kelly Cup Finals.
We want one more win tonight.
One more win. We can do this, Blades fans. We can do this. Okay, warm-ups next, and then it's the Kansas City Mavericks versus your Florida Everblades Game 5. Let's do this.